Hello, and welcome to What is Crypto? I'm Matt, and this is Crypto. Today I'm going to be talking to you about Kaspa, ticker signal KAS. In the video, I'm going to talk about Kaspa Bitcoin pairs. I'm going to talk about where I see Kaspa going in the future. If that sounds like it could be for you, then smash that like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. Cheers, legends. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. And just before we get into it, I've got 979 subscribers. So if you want to smash that up to 1,000, that'd be hugely appreciated. Cheers, legends. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so first of all, we are going to look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin. Now, I talked about it last stream that we potentially have put a bottom in. Now, although it is still slightly too early to call, as we are coming into a little bit more resistance here, we are seeing some pretty positive things in the market. So if you go on the daily, in essence, from February, around the end of February, we've been in this bull flag or in this trending down channel. We've been putting in slightly lower highs every single time, and we've been putting in slightly lower lows every single time. Now, this, as I talked about, was potentially a higher low from our previous low of 48.9 up to 52.4. Now, although it's not locked in yet, as we did think that this was potentially a new low here, it is looking more and more likely that the lows are in. And if we can put our next low in above 52,000 level and put our next high in above the $65,000 level, that will help to further confirm this thesis. So why are we talking about Bitcoin in a Kaspa video? Well, as you know, or probably know, all the markets follow Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin makes a 5% move, some of the bigger coins such as Solana might make a 10% move, and then some of the other fairly large but not enormous coins such as Kaspa might make a 10-15% move. Now, those are just rough estimates, but that's why we talk about Bitcoin. It is the market leader. It is hugely important for the whole crypto market. If Bitcoin's performing poorly, then altcoins are going to perform usually even more poorly. Now, that is usually true for the market. However, if you look at the Kaspa Bitcoin pairs, you can see that since April, even though we've been in this choppy downtrend, Kaspa has been outperforming Bitcoin. So this is really good to see, and it shows just the strength of Kaspa, that even in a downtrend of Bitcoin, Kaspa can continue to outperform. And also, just as we're talking now, Bitcoin continues to push up. It's currently at 60,400, so pretty exciting at the moment. Now, looking at Kaspa, what do we see? Well, Kaspa at the moment, we are sitting at around the 17-cent mark. If you look at the chart, we've got huge amounts of support and resistance. So I've drawn support in green. So as you can see, we had it there as resistance, then we flipped it into support, then it was resistance, flipped it back into support. And since then, we've been buying up as soon as we've been getting down into our support ranges. Now, conversely, we've had a resistance area that every time we get up into around this range, we are met with a fair amount of resistance. Now, we did flip it a couple of times. However, since we've been below it, we've been really trying to break back above this resistance. Now, the more times you do test a resistance, the more likely it will break. So eventually this will break, or should break, unless Bitcoin absolutely plummets. Now, I do see us testing this resistance before we break above, turn our resistance into support, and then push up to the upside of this larger channel. Now, if you zoom all the way out, I'm drawing this from our all-time highs. As soon as the market flips back bullish, we do quickly push up. We've got KRC20 launching tomorrow, so we're going to have meme coins and lots of liquidity come to Kaspa. And if Bitcoin continues to push up, I think we can see the top of this larger range at around the 38 to 40 cents over the next couple of months leading into November. Now, for this to happen, what we need to see is we need to see Bitcoin break out of our trend. We need to put in higher lows, which we've potentially already done, and put in a higher high. What I also want to see is I want to see Bitcoin dominance break out of this uptrend. If you're new to the channel or don't understand Bitcoin dominance, I'll touch on it quickly. This chart shows Bitcoin dominance when Bitcoin dominance is decreasing. The price of Bitcoin is going up, but the price of altcoins is going up at a faster pace, outpacing that of Bitcoin. When Bitcoin dominance is going up, that means Bitcoin is outperforming altcoins. So in that time, Bitcoin might be dropping, but altcoins are dropping more, or Bitcoin might be going up and altcoins are going up less. Either way, for altcoins to outperform Bitcoin in the general market and have that parabolic alt season, you want to see a sharp drop off in Bitcoin dominance. So this can take 6 to 9 months. So we've got from July through to March. That's, I think, 8 or 9 months there. And then we've got from April to December. So that there is also 8 or so months. What does 8 months after our halving look like now? Well, 8 months after our halving is between that December to January mark. Now, I think we could maybe front run that a little bit as the markets are understanding what is going on more. And I think as soon as we see Bitcoin breaking to all-time highs and the general markets know that Bitcoin dominance is going to start dropping off and altcoin season is coming, I think people are going to flood into altcoins. So when is that predicted to happen? Well, if you base solely off the charts, that is December, January. However, I'm going to be trying to front run that a little bit and try and get in before Bitcoin dominance really starts to take a nosedive. That being said, most of my capital is already allocated. I am looking at buying Kaspa twice more at this stage. So I'm looking at buying a retest of the 14.9 cents at that level of resistance. Or if we break above to the 18.6 cent mark, I'm then going to look at buying a retest of the 17 cent mark. My Kaspa bags are absolutely packed though, so if I don't get either of these things and Kaspa just pushes all the way up through to 21 cents, then I'm not going to be upset about that at all. I'll reevaluate and then base my new purchase orders on a few different limits that are upcoming. So this is currently how I'm playing Kaspa. This is not necessarily how you should play Kaspa. It all depends on your risk tolerance and if you have enough Kaspa, if you can live with the fact that Kaspa might rip up past new all-time highs sometime soon. So these are all things you need to take into consideration. And even as I'm talking now, Bitcoin continues to push up 60,500. Exciting times ahead. All right, thank you so much for watching, legends. It was just a fairly quick one today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. Helps get Kaspa content out there. So if you're bullish on Kaspa, drop a comment down below. Let me know. It'll help the algorithm out. It'll help get Kaspa out to more people, which in turn will help, hopefully, the price of Kaspa, although I am a minnow in this space. That being said, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you in the next one.